All right, let's see. Oh, excuse me. All right. All right, looks like we're live. If I can get this thing figured out here. It's 9 o'clock, right on time. Want to make sure we're all hooked up. We got everything going according to Hoyle, as they say. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're up and running. Hope everybody's doing okay this morning. I need some of you to jump into chat. And I'm trying something a little different. I've hooked up my iPhone to Facebook Live, so I'm actually streaming Facebook Live here. Hello, Facebook Live. And I'm also streaming on YouTube. Instead of going through a platform where it shares my stream on both platforms, I'm just separating the two. I've got a iPhone set up live on Facebook, and then I'm going live on YouTube as well. So this is live on YouTube. This is live on Facebook. So if you're seeing me on Facebook, you need to jump over to the YouTube channel so you can join us, and you'll see a link there on the Facebook feed to join us over on YouTube, which is here. This is again another dress rehearsal. We're trying to make sure we have all the technical issues worked out, and main thing is audio. I want to make sure our audio is as good as possible. Since we're coming live to you from a coffee shop, we are limited to what we can do, but we're going to give it our best shot anyway. So let's go through and see where we're at here. One thing I have decided to do is go strictly with a display capture, because it captures my whole screen, and it also will show my mouse, which is a good thing. So I'm not doing a Windows capture at all. So if you're familiar with OBS, you have a couple of options. You've got all kinds of ways that you can capture video feeds, and you can use a Windows capture, which will capture just a particular window in your browser, or you can do a display capture, which will capture your entire computer screen, which is what I've got here. And I think things work better, especially if you're dealing with a laptop like I am. The processing speed is not all that great. You're better off doing a display capture and keeping things simple, because I think the lip syncing, the time delay, all of that works better for some reason with a display capture rather than a Windows capture. I've noticed lip syncing on the video feeds is much better if you do that. So you can see here, I've got right now we're on my YouTube feature, YouTube panel, so that we can go through and share some YouTubes together and kind of see what's going on. And now I can switch over to X. This is X, Twitter. Here you can see the ad right here that I did on the notice on X. about the live stream, which is here. Here's Fox News. We can check out the headlines if we want to. And then here we've got my YouTube channel. So if you notice here, past live streams, live, it should show me currently live right here. You'll notice. And if I click on that, I can watch myself. I have noticed Wi-Fi slowing down when I'm streaming, which makes sense, I suppose. The Lamppost Wi-Fi is not that fast. So there it is. I'm trying to adjust my mic with this noise suppression on with this mic. It has sort of a weird reverb. So I'm going to try to do some adjusting and see if that's a little better. I think that's better. All right, let's go back over to Facebook here. And my mouse is messing up. Oh, that's what you get for having a computer with a low processing speed. My laptop's about 4 years old, so you know, what are you gonna do? All right, so we're set up okay for our desktop. And then this is the open. Now we're back to seeing me full in all of my glory. All right, all right. If you're on Facebook, you need to jump over to YouTube and join chat. Come on, give me a break here. I need to test out my chat. Here's the Facebook live feed. Let me show you a little bit about what the coffee shop looks like this morning. Okay, there's the coffee shop. Kind of slow, which is good. Means it's kind of quiet. I like that. All right, I need some people in chat here. Come on now. Can't have a conversation if I don't have anybody in chat. All right. Something else I've added as I go along here today, I've added a slide that we can talk about. The 5 Stoic Principles for YouTubers. And I wanted to test out this format here where I have a image that I can bring up and we can talk about certain slides. Here's 5 Stoic Principles for YouTubers that I got right off of ChatGPT, naturally. And control what you can. Don't obsess over reviews, the algorithm, or comments. And boy, for new YouTubers, that's a plus. I was talking to some YouTubers yesterday, and they were all concerned about getting views, getting followers, and all that kind of stuff. And you can't control it. I can't control getting people to come into chat. That's up to you. So I can't control that. The only thing I can control is what I have right here in front of me in terms of my OBS live streaming and the kind of content that I create, the shorts that I make, the videos that I make. That's the only thing I can control. So, Stoic principle: control what you can. Consistency is discipline. Now I'm coming live every morning at 9 a.m. from the coffee shop, and so I'm going to see how disciplined I am, how consistent I can be. So consistency is discipline. I'm on episode 5, so I've had 5 mornings so far that I've done this, and we'll continue on weekdays, 9 a.m., see how long it lasts before they run me out. Indifference to fame, of course, that's pretty obvious. None of us are going to be famous. We're not going to be in the top half of 1% of YouTubers who are famous, so forget about that. It doesn't really matter. Clarity over spectacle. Seneca, a Stoic, classic Stoic, he prized simplicity and direct speech, and that's the key. That's what I've learned so far, just in doing live streams, is to keep things simple. And then this phrase, love your path. Handle what comes your way. Look at the path you're on and enjoy the journey. It's not so much the end result, but it's the journey. Amor fati. Love the path you're on. Every glitch, offer cut, flop video, every mistake that I make, everything that I do here in terms of a live stream, all of that's a part of the journey, and I don't really concern myself with much else, because even if I go an entire hour live streaming and nobody even steps in chat or nobody stops by to say hi, it doesn't really matter, because it's all a part of the journey. That's the idea. All right. Let's run back over to, I'm going to pull up a YouTube and check the audio, make sure we're doing okay in our audio feed. What do we want to watch together here? How about a little bit of Nick Neiman? Now, Nick is a YouTuber that comes on Saturday mornings live. All right, it's it. Hey, all right, all right, hang on, Nick. The point I was going to make here, he's going live here from his hotel room in Dallas. He's in Dallas for the video conference, YouTube video conference that goes every year, Vid Summit. I wish I could have made it this year, but I'm in Austin. All right, where's that coming from? Where do I get these weird feeds from? Where is that? All right, where is that coming from? All right, hang on. I'm getting a weird feed from somewhere. Where's that coming from? That must have been it. Facebook was still open. I mean, Fox News. Oh my gosh. See what we talk about making mistakes? Nothing goes smooth when you're streaming live. But as I was saying here about Nick, he's coming live from his motel room and he's already talking about technical issues, about the Wi-Fi not being very fast and about his computer not working good. And when you're not in your studio, you don't have a whole lot of control over the technical aspects, and that's going back to our Stoic principle about controlling what you can. Nick can't control his situation here, trying to go live from his hotel room. He's just dealing the best that he can. Hmm. Okay, well that'll be cool. I was wondering if they would be. I know a lot of since Dallas is VidSummit it's going to be full of YouTubers. I know there will be a lot of live streaming and a lot of stuff going on. It's always fun to check out the YouTubers who are at VidSummit and watch their content. If you can't go, so it's good that they're going to live stream some of the stuff. That'll be good. It makes sense. I mean, you know, you have a convention full of YouTubers, you would think they're going to be all over YouTube. So that'll be good to watch. All right. Well, let's see what else we got going on. That's a little bit of Nick. I'm waiting to see if somebody will pop into chat. So far, I'm not having much luck. So come on, people. If anybody's watching me on Facebook, you need to come over to YouTube and join me on chat so that I could test my chat. Let's see. Well, while we're thinking about it, I'm going to go down and try some Gary V. Let's see what Gary V's got going on this morning. And see what he's got to say.
I think he should spam every local theater within a 2-hour mile radius driving of him and say that I want to try out, I want to act. I mean, you're 46.
This is a Q&A that Gary does on a regular basis, and he takes call-ins and people that come in on chat ask him questions. And if I remember correctly, this guy called in and wanted to be an actor. He wanted to try out acting, but he was like in his 40s. He's got a job, he's got a family, but his passion has been wanting to act. And this was Gary's suggestion.
You want a theater act? There's only going to be so many theaters around you. You know, maybe you live in New York City, but that's obviously the toughest game in town. I think you need to go out for rehearsals, and I think you need to ask for rehearsals, and that's it. I mean, as far as like, you've got kids, you got a family, you know, Dustin Lee says, not use social. Dustin, I don't know if Arizona is so hot that your brain is not as sharp. When I say spam, what do you think I mean? Of course, social. DM people on social, email. You know, I'm not sure what's going on in Arizona, Dust, but you might have too much free time on your hand out there, riding your bike and shit. You know, yeah, I understand. You just try to help elaborate. I love you. I miss you a lot. So, look, I think. And by the way, what's Dustin doing up right now? Is it 6:10 in the morning there? You need to go ask and take it. I think the second part of the question is, how do I afford that? I guess providing for a family. Like, look, life has responsibilities. Like, if you decide to have children, you need to take care of them. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't, you know, like the amount of people that are coming to me being like, Gary, but I got kids. I'm like, hey, Dick, you know, pull your dick out and don't have kids. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want from me? No shit, you have kids. You've made that decision. Fucking take care of it now. Like people are 48, 6 and trying to like, I'm sorry that you have kids. In fact, I'm so happy that you have kids, but yes, I understand you need to now provide for them. Sorry that you can't go play theater. Why the fuck do you think I'm yelling at all these fucking kids 18 to 30 right now and telling them to go fucking chase their dream before they have those responsibilities? What do you think we're doing out here? I'm not fucking sitting here making jokes. I'm not out here trying to make you laugh. I'm not out here modeling. I'm not trying to have you look at me and want to be like me and like fascinate over me. I'm not out here shooting buckets and throwing 99 miles an hour. I'm not trying to have you put a poster of me in your room because you think I'm a great athlete. I'm trying to talk about real.
All right, remember what we said in terms of our Stoic principles about fame and being famous and trying to be popular and how ridiculous that is? This is Gary talking about that. He doesn't care about being famous or being popular or any of that stuff. That's what he's talking about here. He's got other concerns. He's got other things he worries about.
Real fucking shit here. Why do you think I'm fucking trying from the bottom of my heart on fucking mornings in the late summer to get people to understand what the fuck life is about? In your early years, you need to go all in on your dreams. This gentleman wanted to always be a theater actor, feels like he didn't get it out of his system. Sounds like he didn't in his 20s go to the big city and have 8,000 auditions and then by 30 be like, okay, I got that nut off, I'm not that guy. Why do you think I'm telling all of you kids not to take the job your parents and society are telling you to? Dead fucking curious what this dude did from 20 to 30. Did he take that job that he thought he was supposed to take? Did he take a job that paid a little bit more so he had a little bit of a better apartment and could go and live his life? And now at 46, like, oh shit, life's really about joy and enjoying it. And by the way, people have confusion on joy. I don't want to go sailing and on vacation, clearly. Look where I am this morning. This is my joy. I am more happy to sit here and spit this old man wisdom on all of you than...
WordPress.com is professional WordPress hosting, built to scale. With no limits, slowdowns, or surprise.
Come on.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
Sorry about that.
Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you.
I have YouTube Premium now,
I get that you have responsibilities. You guys chose
no more
that.
commercials.
How do you handle it? You get into good physical and mental health so that you can actually sleep 6 hours a day. That gives you 18 hours a day. In an 18-hour day, you can get a lot of stuff done. All of you are fucking brain rot scrolling, playing video games, watching Netflix, doing other shit. Most of you are golfing and sailing and playing video games and watching Netflix to escape, not enjoying what you do. Does everybody understand this game is reverse? People do all this other stuff and spend all this money on stuff to fix the fact that they don't like their 9 to 5. Yeah, I mean, like, I think you gotta give up your weekends and your nights. You have a full-time job, come home.
Oh, that's so true. He hit the nail on the head there. People doing jobs they hate, and so they spend all this money on trying to escape it when they're not at work. And, you know, it's the old cliche, find what you're passionate about, find what you enjoy doing, and if you can make a living at it, then you've pretty much hit the gold mine. And most people don't have it. They have to work a job they hate because they have responsibilities, of course, so it makes sense, you know. All right, so Gary is working this morning. Well, let's see. What else we got we can talk about? We're just sort of hanging out. Coffee shop. Not much going on. It's kind of quiet. Sun's out. Continues to be hot here in the Austin area. In the 90s. It's going to be 93 degrees today. Here it is, October the 8th, and it's 93 degrees outside. I mean, give me a break. All right, we got X. I did want to try to do a demonstration on Sora. I think we'll do that. Let me see if I can find, where is my Sora? There it is. I'm putting together a short film using 10 clips at a shot. This shows you the clips. And so far I've got about, I don't know, a bunch. And I've got to bring all of these into Premiere Pro and put them together. Here's one I did last night. The last one I did. Looks like me, doesn't it? The thing is, you only get 10 seconds, and you're using prompts to describe the scene that you want, and so you're putting together. By the time I'm through, I think I'm going to be done with this particular experiment, and I'm going to have about a 3 or 4 minute film, 10 seconds at a time. And I'll go through and I can do some editing and do some use of the various scenes. It's like 10 seconds of B-roll that you're putting together and trying to come up with a film. But I thought maybe today, while we're hanging out, I would try to create one. So we're going to come down here. See down here in the prompt, I'm going to, what do we want to do? I have to click on so I get my image and voice. I click on my, all right. There we go. I click on that, and I'm going to type in what I want to have come up here. Now watch here. I'm going to type in something about my soldier, a World War II soldier. All right, what I've written is, I am a sergeant in World War II, and it is the day after D-Day. I'm driving my Jeep through a bombed out, burned out old town. And then I'm going to generate that. And says it's been added to the queue right here. And it usually takes a couple of minutes for it to come through here. It's generating the image now. Oh, excuse me. And what I've noticed is I have to say, in order to get the helmet and everything on the head, if I don't see the helmet, it's funny, if I don't put the day after D-Day, it gives me it takes off my helmet and gives me this hat. Look at this hat. See right here? But if I say that I'm a World War II sergeant, and it's the day after D-Day, then it gives me the helmet. So prompting is important. What you write in terms of the prompt, you have to experiment, play around. All right. So you can see it's still working. And we'll give it some time before now. All right, you'll notice now it has started to generate right here. See that? And it'll take a couple of minutes for that to complete. All right. See, some of these clips are funny. Look at this one. Now look how he's holding the let's see if I can pop it out. Open in a new tab. I want you to notice how he's holding. Look how he's holding the suitcase. Look how he's holding the suitcase. Now that's funny. He's holding the way he's holding that briefcase. So it's still a little kinky. All right, you can see it here is generating. All right. Come on. Anybody on Facebook? Come over to YouTube. Join me. You hear me? I'm telling you. Come over to YouTube and join me. Jump in the chat. All right. All right, it's almost there. Right here. Once that circle completes, then a few seconds later it'll pop in. And we'll see what we've generated. I'll add that to my collection. All right, there it is. No, that's the one from the cow. Where's the new one? Here it is. There we go. Here's the new one. Now it kind of looks like me, doesn't it? That's really good. Looks like me, sounds like me. And when you first join the Sora app, it asks you to what it does is it takes a screenshot of your face. It has you look into your camera and has you turn your head to the left, to the right. So it takes a picture of your face, and then it asks you to read a set of numbers, and that's how it gets your voice. So it's got your image, then it takes your voice, and then from there, the profile is set. And you can change it. You can redo it, and you can change the profile. Let's say I shave off my goatee, and I want to redo it. Well, I can, and it'll retake my face and my voice. And so you're not limited to the original profile. This is the original profile up here that I took. And that's why you'll notice I was wearing my red bandana, and you'll notice in all of these clips I'll have a red bandana. That's kind of my signature anyway. I wear a bandana every day, and I let that bandana sort of be part of my personal fashion statement, my personal whatever you want to call it. Every time you see me, I'll have a bandana. You see it here. But anyway, that is Sora. Now, Sora is by OpenAI, and it's slowly rolling out, and not everyone has access yet. I've got access, and I guess they're going to slowly roll it out over time. And since I already pay $20 a month for ChatGPT, I'm hoping they don't charge me any extra for the using Sora, because it sure is a lot of fun. Okay, anybody on Facebook? Come on, join me. All right, let's see. What else we got going on? Anything on X? I've got let me check my notifications here. What's Matt got to say? No. Nope, nope, nope. OpenAI. Elon, it's always good to see what he's talking about. Very troubling. Rank and file FBI agents after January 6th claim political bias affected operation. Oh boy. Yes. All right. Enough of that. Still, all right. I need somebody to join me in chat. Come on. Right here, YouTube is not about views anymore. Let's see. Okay. Thank you so much for that. How to tell a story. All right. Well, we have been online now for about 50 minutes, and it's been a good day of experimenting and messing around, and we're slowly getting all the technical issues up and running. So I think we're going to call it quits for the day, and we will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 9 o'clock. And I'm going to stick with the 9 a.m. Live time all the rest of this week and all of next week. And then we may try an afternoon broadcast just to change things up, kind of see how that goes. So keep in touch, and we will see you tomorrow morning.